Well, on a cold winter's morning, we've all had this, haven't we? Oh, no. Now, that's either flat battery, bad alternator, or a starter motor. So we've tested the battery. That's good, we've got 14.4 volts there. So that rules out alternator and battery together. So that only means one thing. It's the starter motor. First things first, what we're going to do is we're literally going to strip out this area because most importantly, we need to disconnect the battery. So we're going to take off the pollen housing and the pollen housing filter. So we're going to get the ground wire. Just going to get a 10mm socket and we're just going to take it off. And now we know we're safe to work on the electrics without damage or risk of electric shock. We've got down under here. We've had a quick look. Well, it doesn't look great. So them bolts are pretty shot. So these are a 13mm socket. Now that's free is to take out this one, disconnect the earth strap, and then there's another lovely one that's right back here. To make life easier, we're going to give them a little spray. So this tool helps a lot. Allen keys like to round quite easily. This one is designed to bite into it. Hopefully, we're not going to have any problems with this. So we've taken another look at this. It's always interesting to find out, and this was definitely the culprit. It's just completely eroded away, giving you absolutely no connection whatsoever or very, very high resistance. These can actually be changed individually. It's just 3 bolts here and then a new crimp on here. So what we might do is we might actually save this for another video where instead of buying a whole new starter motor, we can actually show you just how to get the starter motor to work again. So at this point, what we need to do is just make sure we've got like for like. So the starter motor needs to match. The things we want to be checking is that the splines are all the same count, all the same length, and all the same width, and also all the connection points are the same. The one thing to point out as well is this type of starter motor gets its ground from body to body, so from face to face. So we need to make sure that this surface that connects to the gearbox is super clean, and also on the gearbox is super clean. So one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to get down there with a wire brush and make sure this is clean. Again, as well as all the contacts that we're obviously going to put on here. We already know, we've already seen them, they're pretty in bad shape. So we're going to take a wire brush and we're going to clean them all up and make sure all the surfaces mate really well and stay really clean. And then one tip afterwards is to get a nice bit of grease and just spray it in grease once everything's tightened up to keep it clean. It's super common this time of year, winter time, salt, dirt, grime on the roads. Get in here, part this gap and just create a high resistance or even no circuit, so they're not completing the circuit and it just doesn't start the vehicle at all. So you can see on the gearbox here just how dirty it is, so we're going to have to get in there and really clean that up just to make sure that we get a good mating surface. Okay, so we just need to line this back up hole for hole and then give it a wiggle, and then the spindles should just line up. So this is a H6 Allen key for these. Right, so we've checked everything off. We've had a look at all the connections, they're nice and solid. Happy with them, happy with that. So because it's all about getting a really good earth connection, we know that these two faces are mated together really well, nice and clean now. This is the strap, the earth strap for the gearbox. I am gonna just take this off and I'm gonna have a look and I'm gonna give it a little clean and just make sure we're getting the best connection we possibly can. Right, so we're just gonna put this back on. We're gonna push that on nice and tight, and then we're just gonna tighten it up. Good solid connection. Right, here we go. Let's turn her on and see if she starts. Oh, first turn of the key. That'll do me.